Well, the sun's shining. The weather's warming up. It's 7 degrees. Time to start this new project that's been sitting around for 10 years. Hey everyone. Well, now that it's starting to warm up again, the grass is going to start growing soon. It's time to start getting things ready for field work. So what we're doing today is we're going to get this 48-foot rod weeder. I'm going to get it over to Roland's because it's been sitting here for what, close to 10 years. I've been wanting to convert this to a molehill leveler. So, but first thing I've never had the chance to get at it, so Roland's able to get her done. So first thing we had to do though was get new cylinders put for the lifts. The old cylinders that were on there were kind of leaking and wore out, and so we tore all that off, got new hoses. In fact, Roland got these hoses and the cylinders. I think he said from a place in Nebraska. He figured he gets it a lot cheaper down there. So anyways, he came over here this week in between rainstorms and wind and everything else and plumbed her all in. And so now we'll get her hooked up to the 886 and we'll run it over to his place, and we'll get some angle iron welded. What we do, well, it's in the ground here, but the rod that's in there, we rip that off, and there'll be a 5-inch, well, I bought some angle iron last fall at an auction sale. It's 5-inch by 3-inch, half-inch thick. They'll be welded to the shanks here on each section. And that acts as how they level the mole, of course. And what we're also wanting to do, because our old one was a 36-footer, and we've used it. I converted it many years ago, and it worked real well. The only problem was, when you come up to the molehill with the front tires, since your leveler was at the back, behind the wheel, this would lift up over the mole, and then that wouldn't cut the mole, or it wouldn't cut it down. Actually, I made a previous video, I think a year ago in the field there, if you folks want to check back, and shows you how we had the last system rigged up. So we're wanting to make our system, this is what they call the multiplex rod weeder, and they have this in front, and Roland and I were kind of toying with some ideas of what we should do to put something in front of the wheel so it kind of cuts the mole ahead of the wheel, and that way it'll level the mole better from the back. So at any rate, we're going to get this thing hooked up, and let's get it over to Roland's. Okay, we got our first casualty. I see oil spraying out in there. Looks like our steel line might be poached. Better go take a look. Well, there's our problem. This line got cracked. And there it is. We're all coming out. I guess we'll have to get either fix this to get it over to Roland's, or maybe just get a whole new hose going all the way up to the front. First hiccup. I just realized something. That line is for the wings, not for the lift. Huh. Here I thought I was lifting it. Well, at least I know where it's still got to be fixed at any rate. Okay, let's try lifting it now. The new cylinders. movement there now. Oh, we got a broken line over there now. Oh, now Dad's here. Oh, we got more fixing to do. Well, it ended up, this leak here was actually, this fitting wasn't tight, so that was minor detail. It should be ready to go. And as far as that tire goes, if Dad can't get it figured out, we brought the old stack mover tire here. It looks like the same bolt pattern and rim, so you can always swap it out. So he'll play with that, and I'll go play with that other line that's busted over there so we can get it fixed, and probably end up running to Roland's with it because I'm not talented enough to weld hydraulic lines together. So, well, it ended up being another loose fitting, but I see that end over there is right up. So there's oil going into, looks like all the cylinders. Whoop. Up and down. He wants me to back up. I don't think it matters at this point, but not really lifting the most evenly, but oh no, it's, don't see any leaks. Everything appears to be fine. Tire's actually holding air. Okay, now all I gotta do is get that line fixed. We should be able to fold it up. The only concern we have here right now is, I don't know if you can see that up here, cylinders, all cylinders, especially the middle ones, are butting up against these brackets. That was the only thing Roland and I were looking at when we were putting this together. Here I got hose, well, these hoses are just enough. And these middle ones, it's kind of jammed right up against. We may have to do some MacGyvering here. I don't know what we'll have to do. Trim some, I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. Looks like there's the same thing here, jammed up against. That could be putting pressure on our bottom deal there. In fact, I think it is. I think it is bending the cylinder a little bit. It's hard to tell from this angle. And here it's jamming the, gonna have to reroute the pipes, I think. That can be easily done. I think I'll do that before I head over there. It hasn't totally squashed it. So anyways, a few more little tweaks. Well, we're back at it again. We're gonna give it a try. Change the tire. I got that line fixed. Just gotta keep track of this one cylinder here. It looks like it's jammed up against that bracing. The other way, Dad. Little leak there, it looks like. It probably is a fitting. There we be back. Okay, we're going to try to get this thing folded up now. Go ahead. Up. Or, I don't know, try one way, and if it don't work, try the other way. Now we got to fill up the cylinders. I hope I got enough oil because I just finished putting a pail of oil and everything in the tractor. Oh, no, gotta go the other way. Other way, other way. Yeah, there's, all these cylinders are leaking. All the cylinders are leaking. Okay. Keep going. Okay. Stand back here so everybody can see. Oh, there's some leaking going on there on that cylinder. Looks like it's going to do one side at a time. There we go. One side up. So far, so good. Now it's going to go up. There. It's not really locked into place, but just have to see what the heck we're going to do here. Doesn't seem to want to lock in there, but I guess we'll figure something out. Well, we made it to the yard. Now I got a safety chain around there because this little cylinder here that's supposed to lock things in place, it's leaking like a sieve, as you can see with the oil patch down there. So I put a chain on there and hopefully that'll get us to Rollins. All the other cylinders, may have to change some of these other longer cylinders too, but we'll deal with that when the time comes, I guess. Let's see if we can make her there. Well, we got her here in one piece. The wheels didn't fall off either, so it's a bonus. So I guess on that note, we're going to stop the video at that. And we'll continue on. I guess I better get lined up here, so I'll let you go and like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.